This video is going to be about yesterday's video on blood over intent, or blood rituals, blood magic, and why I have had to make a video about this for about once a year since it appeared on the internet. It just hit me. I'm watching Matt's channel, Quantum of Conscience, and it all made sense. I mean, I kind of knew what was going on. I've been watching their agenda. I've been watching it in the heavens. I've learned their gods, their magic, what they're doing, and through their old manuscripts. But I'm watching it play out over time, and I understand their agenda now. Now, it's very clear. I mean, they've been telling us in our face. They want to be out in the open. House Resolution, HRS, House Res 462, recognizing magic as a rare and valuable art form and national treasure. Magic, whereas an art form with unique power and potential to impact the lives of all people. The way that statement right there is written, when they say it's a national treasure, it's because they've been doing it since they founded this country. They've already been doing the magic. They just want to make it legal, right? They want to replace our religions with their religions, our cultures with their cultures, our traditions with their traditions. And they do it generation by generation and law by law. And they're doing it all over the world. And this has been planned and going on for a long time. They usurp the next age's symbolism. I'll say it again. They are already usurping the symbolism of Saturn, the symbolism of Aquarius. They're already usurping it to make it their own. They, just like the traditions of the paganism that Christians complain about that bled into Christianity. It was the division between the Catholics and the Protestants. And then there's this, they fight amongst themselves, and they set each other up to blackmail each other to the public, especially with politicians or people in places of power, control. You don't earn these positions. You're there because you've been compromised and you can be controlled. It's like Tweedism. We do not choose our candidates. We never get to choose whom we vote for. And they own both sides. Hands down. And that's the downfall of a democracy. Really over a republic, which you had to be a landowner to vote. So they've slowly eroded it away with this word magic. Magic enables people to experience the impossible. Yeah, sure does. Does blood magic work? You bet. Are you willing to pay the price for it? Because they're using us to pay the price for them. We are the freaking sacrifices. And we're running to the altar to them. It's really crazy watching it happen. But that's what we're dealing with here, is they're trying to normalize it. They're trying to normalize it generation by generation and law by law, so that they now have our children out there committing elementary black blood magic rituals. And they do not have a clue that there's a price to pay for that. Well, they shed innocent blood to pay the price for theirs. They want to move from this war-based blood ritual they've been doing for thousands, as long as written history existed, to an open, as a citizen, Logan's Run, you're going to sacrifice yourself at 30 to their God. And you'll do it willingly. You're doing it thinking you're doing good. And that's where they're moving us. So what do we do about it? Nothing. You do you. That's all you can do. That's all any of us can do. Because their agenda is not our agenda. Their gods are not our gods. And we don't fight our own battle. The event will be a natural one. It will be celestial and terrestrial. It will be physical. It will be spiritual. And it will be collective. They're trying to get their collective hive mind in sync. They're preparing. They know what's coming. There's statements in the Bible like, and they'll make war with the lamb and they'll overcome the lamb. Well, they made war with your thalamus gland and your pineal gland, and they overcame it. And they did it through the caduceus, pharmakia, sorcery, using Mercury, one of the gods of this world age. But thank goodness, Mercury and Jupiter have no part in the next 2 ages. No part. Jupiter ruling the fire and the water, and Mercury ruling the earth and the air. Then they have no part for the next 2 world ages. They're going down. So you bet they're going to throw everything they've got at it. And I do mean everything. All of this is a 100% psyop. I don't care who you think's the good guy and the bad guy. Everybody's the bad guy. They even tell us straight up in all the movies when someone's in a situation, what do they tell them? Trust no one. That's the best piece of advice you could ever get. Don't even trust me. I encourage you. Go do your homework. Put the time in. If you'll make an effort, the spiritual side, your higher self will meet you halfway. You're not alone in this. And we are going to get our thalamus, our pineal glands back. We're going to have our own fountains. Right now, because naturally everybody's pineal gland is shut down, we don't have junk DNA, it just turns on and off. They drink from the fountain of others. We have to go through a process or a ritual to open the pineal gland in this age. Actually, for 10 ages. For 10 ages this has been going on. 2.5 aeons. Now, we're moving into an age where everybody's pineal gland is going to pop. Everybody. But it's the thalamus that triggers the pineal. It controls everything. It controls your body temperature. It controls your emotions even. Over Mars. For the brain to trigger emotion through your body physically and hit that adrenal gland, Mars, it has to go through the thalamus. It's like the governor. No man gets to the Father but by me. So that's their target. There are factions within both of these factions that are just puppets within there. And they don't want to be in the game either, but they were compromised before they were even let in the game. There's no out for them. You don't get out of these organizations. You die out of these organizations. That's the only way out for them. You either play the game or you're done. And the game is to make their lifestyle that they've been living for thousands of years normal. And to keep your pineal gland shut, disrupted. I'm sure that what we see now as NPCs are people that have been genetically altered so that they have absolutely zero connection with their higher selves. no empathy for others. They're sociopaths and narcissists and like their masters, just like their masters. But their world is coming to an end. Don't try to save it. It's not worth saving. It's all a lie. We don't want the past. You have no idea what the future holds. It is unimaginable, but they can't go there. Who can't go there? Those that worship Jupiter and those that worship Mercury. And that's not just this age. They've had 4 turns at this. They've had 4 times the age of Sagittarius, the age of Virgo, the age of Gemini, and now the age of Pisces. They've done fire, earth, air, and water. They're finished. You just do you. Stop watching the TV. Stop watching this propaganda. You look inside. Don't pick the left or the right. Pick the inside. Go there, and you'll get all the answers you ever need. The thalamus translates thalam out of the Arabic. That's teacher, instructor, rabbi even. There's your real rabbit out of the hat, the rabbi on the cross, the thalam, the thalamus. That's where the true fountain is. That's what triggers the fountain of youth within you. And they're torturing our peoples and children, and they're drinking from not their own fountains. And then they give out all this false information, getting people to drink urine or eat feces and all kind of stuff, simply because they don't understand the symbolism. I watch videos every day that they have no idea what they're posting, especially on symbolism. It's so wrong, it's incredible. It's easily to know the true symbols. You look at theirs. Their symbols are used to pervert the true symbols. So you just flip it. It's from Arabic thalam to Greek fomahalt. And the Arabic came before the Greek. That's a fact. Language is my freaking thing. Because Aramaic, it comes from the fire languages of the Sanskrits. You don't move into the Western languages, the block languages like Greek, and even the Norse languages, their runes, they're very hard edge. Even the Coptic, it's not curvy. It's very hard edge, straight edged symbols, masculine symbols. But this is a patriarchy, really, that has no feminine balance. It thinks it is the masculine and feminine. It's the Gemini. It's the both. It's the intersexual. It's the intersection, the crossroads. They're both. They breed within themselves. They've genetically altered themselves and us using their technologies. Again, ruled by Gemini. Wow, okay, that's Kelly. I gotta go.